So I wanted to show this game because this is around my 5th time playing Nasus, and he is an incredibly strong champion. I love playing him. Quite easy to play. You do have to be strategic, but his combinations are not too difficult to use. I've condensed a 40-minute game into 31 minutes, so should speed up all the boring stuff. How I start a lot of the games with Nasus is I start off by playing really defensive. I almost even act scared of my opponent. Unless they push way too much and they play too aggressively, then I will show a little bit of my power just so they back off a little bit. But generally I spend the first 5 to 10 minutes playing quite sensibly unless they go for a push, and I think that I can go for a takedown. I don't usually poke with Nasus. He's not really a pokey player, as I've noticed. His only real offensive attack is Q, and that stacks incredibly well, so I stack Q as much as possible so I can go for a takedown when I do need to. And I also spend the first 5 to 10 minutes of the game trying to stack my Q as much as possible, because that is what makes Nasus a strong champion. So if I'm spending too much time focusing on the opposing champion, in this case Trundle, then I'm gonna lose an opportunity to stack my Q as much as possible. But this Trundle is being more aggressive than most champions to begin with that I've played, so let's see how it goes. Okay, so he got a bit overconfident and he came in for a takedown. He didn't even think to back up. His health was higher than mine throughout that battle, but the good thing about Nasus is that he has permanent lifesteal, so you have to take that into consideration. Trundle doesn't have items yet, so me having permanent lifesteal puts me at an advantage straight away. And now that he died so early on, it allows me to farm in peace and also gain my level while he is back at base. So you can see there, I was being a little bit aggressive. So I want to show him that I do have the power and to stop approaching me. He clearly didn't listen, so we'll see how this goes. He still has that confidence. I think from our last battle, he thought he almost had the takedown, so I might have just gotten lucky with my takedown. So he won't back off until I kill him at least 2 to 3 more times. So we'll see how this plays out. I've tried different tactics with Nasus to see if I should stack my W after my Q or stack my E after my Q. What I've noticed is stacking W after Q is actually a lot better than stacking E. I know a lot of people do stack their E with Nasus after their Q. However, I like to stack my W because W is the ability that slows the champion down. Now, if I'm chasing a champion, Nasus isn't particularly fast. So if I want to chase a champion down, I need to slow them down rather than somehow getting speed. So if you can see there, I could have taken him down, but I was too slow. If I had one more attack on him, he would have been down. But I was a bit too slow, so I couldn't take him down. And my W hadn't cooled down, so that prevented me from getting a takedown. which is why I like to stack W after Q. In this game I alternate between leveling up W and E, so I don't prioritize either of them. Because E is quite important to get as much damage as possible, but you know, you're not going to get damage unless you prevent them from getting away. So W is a big one, and it's worked for me a lot. So you can tell I'm new with Nasus. I could have played my E better than that. I positioned it a lot better. So anticipate the enemy champion's movements and then place your E. I placed it in a position where he had already moved out of it before I had an attack. So that wasn't very well played out. See, that was a good place to place my E, because I knew that we were in the middle of battle. So here I don't even have mana. I can probably take him down, because the great thing about Nasus is his only real attacking ability, which is his Q, it only requires 20 mana. So you're never going to be in a position where you can't use your Q, ever. A lot of other champions, the minimum is 40 to 50 mana for a single ability, so the mana requirement isn't really a restriction for me. You'd want just enough mana to be able to use all of your abilities at least once, but you don't need to save up for your Q necessarily. He's still being a little bit overconfident. He still hasn't learned, but I'll have to show him. Now, 3 times I've taken him down. He should learn by now. If I've taken him down 3 times, I should be at least 1 or 2 levels ahead of him by the time he gets back. So look, I've leveled up to level 10. He's probably still level 9 or level 8. Alright, so Trundle's still level 8. So I'm 2 levels ahead of him. Now that I'm ahead of him and I could kill him when we were at the same level, there's no way that he should be approaching me now. But let's see how smart he is. Probably shouldn't have used my ultimate there because I was way too close to his turret, which means I should have expected him to get away at that point. think I just acted out of impulse, which wasn't the best. But only 70-second cooldown, so not too bad. I don't have enough mana anyway, so I'll probably teleport back home. And by the time I get back, my ultimate should have cooled down, so let's just take out this wave of minions. Absolutely no mana now. Yep, so full wave taken out. Let's head back. And by the time I'm back... Alright, I already have my ultimate, so... The cooldown on his ultimate is actually quite short. I never feel like I need to use my ultimate and I don't have it. And that's especially because while my ultimate is only at level 1 upgrade, I don't really use it. Because, like I said, I spend start of the match playing very, very defensive. Okay, that was the quickest takedown I've had with Nasus. He still hasn't learned his lesson. But, so we're losing at this moment 16 to 7 kills. And 4 of those kills are from me. So overall as a team, we're really not doing well. If you can see our team has 3 deaths, 4 deaths, 3 deaths and 6 deaths respectively, and that's not a good start at all since only 3 of them have a single kill each. So now that I've dropped the turret, I can go down to the other lanes and help out whoever needs it, because that's so important at this stage. Perfect. That was the most efficient roaming that I've ever done, I think. Came down and got an instant kill. Didn't have to wait around, no lollygagging. Okay, so 16 to 8, still not doing so well. Things don't look good, but I think the team at this point will pretty much depend on me, because their team is quite fed, especially their Ashe. Their Ashe is quite fed. Trundle pushed a bit too much. I didn't get there in time, but just realized that he doesn't have a turret anymore, so that's it, he's out. Okay, Nocturne came to help him, but now since it's just a one-on-one, can't handle it. So it's too late to run. Easy kill. And even after that, I have about 80% of my health, so barely a scratch on me. That root made the whole difference. If I didn't get rooted, or if any of us didn't get rooted, that would have been a takedown, but that was a good escape. Okay, slowly bringing it back. Still, considerable difference in the takedowns, so 18 to 11. So I saw Pantheon come into battle, so I stopped backing away and went back towards them. Because with Pantheon, now there's 3 of us. So there was no way that we could have lost, especially when 2 of them were bottom laners, so their levels are a little bit lower than the rest of us. Okay, all 5 of us are here, so we should get Drake unless they go for a steal. But I could see that Drake is almost dead, so I wanted to occupy the enemy champions just so they don't even think about going for Drake. They're just too focused on me, which hopefully paid off. We did get 2 kills out of it as well, so... No, we got 3 kills. No, we got 5 kills out of that. So we got a Drake and 5 kills, and they only got 2 kills, so that was a really good play from us. I see Trundle top lane. I know that he's not protected by a turret, so I go for Trundle. Can't figure out which way to go, because I know that he'll just go the other way. So I see Leona blocking his path from this side, so I'll go around from top. He's pushed way too much as well, so he's dead. And he knows he's dead. He doesn't even bother fighting us. He just wanted to go for the turret. He wanted to take it down, at least get something in return for his death, but he barely touched it. So even though it's almost destroyed, he only got about 2 to 3 attacks on it, so not too bad. Nico's dead. She'll not get away this time. If she gets away again, I would have been so annoyed. Oh, that was an insane amount of damage. I used my ultimate, even though there were 3 of us, just because I did not want Nico to get away. After last time, I couldn't let that happen. So even though it wasn't necessary, no big deal. So this is where I will slack a bit. I'm carrying my team 903 on my current stats, and as I said, this is around my 5th game, so I'm thinking Nasus is invincible. I'm gonna get way too overconfident. He's such a tank, got way too much health, loads of defense, so I think I can just take on the world, but that will let me down. And all 3 of my deaths this game come from really stupid moves. This is not one of them. Perfect. Three takedowns and none for our team, so that was perfect.
Shut down.
So our team went for Drake, but Nocturne was disrupting, so I'll see what's going on. This was a massive mistake of mine. I shouldn't have done this. I got way too overconfident, as you saw, going into the turret like that when Nocturne had at least half of his health. Not a good idea. Don't know why I did it. Please take down Nocturne. So, 3 of our team died in that situation, where only Nocturne died on theirs, so not a good trade at all, but what can you do? Ashe is in a good position for me to go and attack her. Let's see how this goes. So I can see Nocturne coming from behind me, and I've got Ashe and Yuumi there as well. So it's 3-on-1. I should have left the situation. That was so lucky. I just about put my ignite on Nocturne just before I died, and it killed him at the very last moment. So I think I had no more ignite left to kill him, but it was just enough for him to die. So at least I did get a kill out of it, but it was not worth the trade. I know that if I just left that situation, I wouldn't have died, and that was my second death. So now it's 11-2-5. Not bad. Still going pretty strong. And Pantheon has actually picked up quite a few of my assists as well. So Pantheon's on 10-6-6. I'm on 11-2-7. So our team overall now has picked up its game. Now we're 3 takedowns ahead of them.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed. Shut down. Red team double kill. Blue team's inhibitor has been destroyed. Darkness. Rampage. Shut down.
They pushed way too much. I don't even know why they didn't exit, so I'm gonna have to go help him out. Okay, 1 down. Pantheon should have left. I don't know why he didn't. It was nice of him to stay and try and help, but he should have known that if his health is that low, they're going to go for him and instead of me. I didn't need the help there, but it did give them a diversion, so I mean, it was nice of him. In situations like that, I'd feel obligated to help as well, but I know that it wouldn't be a good decision. Sometimes I would just turn away, and my teammates have been annoyed about that, but that's just how it goes. I dashed out of being panicked there. I should have known that there were only 2 of them. The rest of them were my teammates, but I didn't think about it. I just dashed. thankfully my team did handle that and killed both of Yuumi and Ashe, so not a problem. The combination of Nasus and Pantheon is just insane. Every time I fought with Pantheon, we haven't lost. I don't know why they're going back in. I stay bottom lane because I think they're going to play it smart. They went back into their base, 2 of them against 5 of the blue team. Why would they do that?
Double kill. Shut down.
I mean, 2 for 2, not bad, but wasn't the smartest move. See? Pantheon and Nasus, unbeatable combination.
Team's inhibitors respawning soon. Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
I should have just taken down this turret while I had full health. I'll regret this in a minute. So now I go for the turret, while Yuumi and Nico are alive. And here, I don't even go for them, I just go for the turret. I really just wanted to drop that turret for some reason. I could have walked away unharmed, but I get taken down for 1 turret kill. Don't know why I did it. Again, another stupid death. All 3 times I've died, all could have been very, very easily avoided. Still not enough to make us lose the game, but definitely bad decisions. And Nico gets away again. Good battle there. 2 kills for no deaths on our team. At this stage, I've only stacked 468 for my Q, and now I know that I can probably do better. It's been 37 minutes into the game, so I definitely should have more stacks, but I've got a good number of kills, good number of champion takedowns, so it's not too bad. But in a game with better opponents, I should definitely look to get my stacks higher than this. game over. I don't know why I went for the inhibitor. Just realized that I risked my life to kill that turret